I want to start this episode off by doing something different, kind of shaking it up since we're in a different environment.
Shake it up, shake it up.
Jesse's got the new goatee style. We like it. So let's change it up. We're getting a little changey, so let's change it up. So I want to check in with you guys. Like as men, I think we need to do this more often, right? Check in with each other mentally, physically, and just speak from a genuine perspective, right? Before we even touch on anything that we want to discuss as far as our topic. Like, let's check in mentally, right? Spiritually, soul, SSB, literally from a holistic standpoint. Like, how are you guys doing? I'm gonna start off with you, Elijah. How are you doing mentally?
I'm doing better than I deserve, right? I think this for me, this season has been interesting just because I have a lot to handle, a lot of responsibility. So sometimes I feel like I'm holding too much, but I'm relying on my own abilities. With different businesses, as you guys know, Daniel's Detailing, Pickleball, Media, all the above, shameless plugs.
Just throwing your businesses out there.
You got to,
we get that out, Elijah. There you go.
But I think recently I've been really just thinking about how fast time flies. I mean, all three of us graduated 2018. Graduated college 22, and you're getting your master's, and it's just like to see the good old days. But again, I think better days are ahead of us. But for me personally, I've been just thinking about my life and man, God, are you proud of me? And because someone that's like myself, I'm a lot of times performance driven. I think about if I don't achieve this goal, then I'm not worthy. And so it's been a lot of mental battles as a business owner, as a brother, as a son. It's like you compare yourself to others, and you're like, oh, well, he's making it. He's, his business is, doing this much of revenue, and this person is where you want to be. So I'm really learning how to love the journey, just how to enjoy it, and knowing that don't put a time frame to the journey because everyone's journey is different. Yeah, so, but yeah, it's been good. It's been a lot of just eye-opening things and a lot of hey, it's you are exactly where God wants you to be.
Yeah.
That's so true.
That's so good, man.
I've been going through that similar phase of embracing my own journey, right? As I'm transitioning from being a student athlete, right? Being a football player, going through the fall season, the summers, being with a team, a group of fellas that I can grow and just become a better person. I'm on that individual phase right now, or that individual transition of being a student athlete and now just being a student, right? Getting my master's degree. And it's been quite the transition. So I definitely can relate to that embracing the journey and kind of accepting all the ups and downs that can come with it, but staying strong in your faith and being, confident in the process.
We're not settling, right? I just want people that think oh, I wish I could have done this. Yeah, there's those moments, but do what you can now. And so there's many things I wish I did. What can I do now? Just do better today. And the next day and the next day. So that's my mindset. I'm done comparing. And
dude, I also think as much as we try to compare, because that's something that I dealt with for the longest, man. Just comparing myself to other preachers, other pastors, other social media is comparison central, right? So whenever I look at that, as much as that's a problem, another problem that I noticed within myself is not being present with what God is doing right now. What am I doing right now? Because I'm too focused on the future. I'm too focused on the things that are ahead, that you're not present in what's happening right now, And even going into my personal, how are you doing, Jesse? Because you didn't ask me that.
I was going to get to it.
No, I'm playing, man. I'm playing.
See how he's comparing already.
Yeah.
Just compare
something I struggle with. Okay, something I struggle with. But it's been a journey, bro. It's been a journey. So many new things have happened, even within the past couple of weeks, past couple of months, and it's good to have these moments of catching up. But I think something that over the past couple of months that I've noticed is like, and this is something I struggled with even previously, is just thinking so much about the future that I'm missing what's happening right now. You know, I'm missing on what I could do to get to the future because I'm too happy or too focused about what I'm gonna do next, you know? And I remember there was a season in my life where I was like going to job interviews and trying to get a job and focused on like, man, I need to make money. I need to do this. I need to do that. And the biggest thing that I could hear from the Lord was like, just be present with me, you know? And that's what I'm trying to focus on this season because there's a lot of good things happening, a lot of things that are taking priority, a lot of things that are, you know, trying to maybe distract or just a lot of things on my plate, you know, learning how to navigate that, but also trying to be present with the people that I'm around. So that's just kind of something, you know.
Yeah. We'll give another little update.
What update?
I mean, just, you know, what the beard resembles.
Oh, the beard. Well, okay, it's not necessarily a beard, but
Well, okay, my bad.
this resembles maturity.
Yeah.
And
It's been a long
sign
time.
of maturity in my life has increased a little bit more recently. The responsibility, the
Okay.
calling of things.
Okay.
And, you know, I just had to grow this out because I'm becoming more wise. And part of that process of becoming more wise is, you know, Andy's actually on the other side right now, on the opposite side of the camera, and he's currently, he's currently saying, he's nodding his head, but not in a good way. Yep, he's shaking his head. Because he's saying that I don't mature. And that is true. Some part of me does not mature. And I think that's a good thing for the position that I just got because I just
Suspense is
became
real.
I just became basically a youth pastor.
Wow.
So that's
Hey, congrats,
yeah.
big congrats.
Youth / young adults pastor. So as much as I have matured, and what you can see here, I have also kept my immaturity because of these youth. So
Don't name drop now.
I won't name drop.
They're
It's
probably
not
watching.
name dropping. It is a society as a whole of youth that has made me into who I am today. But a lot of big things,
That's
you know.
awesome.
It's a stretch. It's definitely a stretch of faith, a leap of faith, because I don't know how they trusted me to become a youth pastor, if I'm being honest. Let's see what's about to happen. But yeah, that is what you were asking for. I know that was a really big, suspenseful moment.
That was
but-
like,
No, I think that we're in a stage right now as young men, and you say you're getting wise. We are. We're in adulthood stage,
Yeah.
right? Like we're transitioning from, you know, college. Both of you graduated, and within the last 2 years, right? Pretty much within the
Several
last 2
years,
years
yeah.
from college. So, you know, you're in that phase where you're adulting. Like you always say, like from high school, they used to say like, wait till you get into the real world. Well, I don't really think you get into the real world until you graduate college,
Yeah.
right? And then you experience like, because some people, I was fortunate enough to, college football was my work. Like that was I didn't have to get a job. So, you know, to be able to transition from college and then get into a space where you have to find a career and use whatever you got your degree for. That's why like in education, if you go get a degree, you have to, I think you have to pursue something that you truly are interested in. That way that you find yourself in a position where your trajectory is kind of predicated off of what your study major is, right? That's important. So, you know, as you figure out and progress from those years of college, like you're gonna find things that you like, things that you're strong in. And I would say that's where I'm at, right? I'm adulting, and you're adulting, and your sign of maturity right now is
Adulting sucks.
it's the new goatee, which we like. It. Like I've never seen Jesse with the goatee. I've never seen Jesse with facial hair.
The most facial hair I've ever had in my entire life.
Right. But
Most facial
to
hair.
that point, though, it is, to me, it's a new look, it's a new phase for you, and it is a sign of
you use
maturity.
pastor
I
look?
might shave it off.
I like it. Don't shave it.
I might shave it off.
Don't
I don't know. We'll
shave
see.
it.
Wait, everything or just?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I might do something.
If you
for
do everything,
another
you'll look like
episode.
the youth.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I might.
I think you've gotten more reviews of good reviews than reviews of bad.
Yeah, it's like the one time when I cut my hair.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
everybody said my hair looked good whenever it was long, but the moment I cut it, they were like, "Thank God you cut it." Like, dear God, that was horrible. You had like a rat tail. This
I
and
used to
that.
like the
Honestly,
Jewish Jesse with the hair.
Yeah, it was
Call you
long.
I
Jewish
miss
Jesse.
it too, man. But not a lot of people miss it. People are telling me, 95% of the population is telling me to never go back.
Yeah.
So
95% of the world is telling you, or
I'm sure that if we did a case study, it would be something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But what if you met somebody though, and they was like, yeah, I
They
like the
liked it?
goatee, right?
that's a perfect segue.
That's a
though.
great segue into our topic of conversation.
Yeah,
right?
you're right. You're
so
right.
So
We
today,
should get to
our
it.
topic is actually, you're right, like I'm gonna get into it, but like you mentioned, you know, knowing 95% of people don't like it. What if 98% of people don't like it, and that, or 99? Let's say 99%, and that 1% is your
Bro, that's what
your
matters.
person, right? That's what matters
man.
at
That's
the
what
end of the day.
matters.